So, me being a massive fan of Star Wars The Clone Wars, anything to do with clone troopers, I freaking love them to death. Naturally, I love the 2005 game Republic Commando from LucasArts, back in the glory days of Star Wars gaming. I played that game on my PlayStation 4 about a year ago, and I really loved it because they re-released it and remastered it, and it was my first time ever playing that game. And in doing so, I got really attached to the characters, the story. If you haven't played it, I highly recommend you go play it now. It is such a fun throwback, especially now that we're in this era of like super crazy graphics and, you know, interactive controllers and all that crazy stuff that comes with newer consoles. Go back, get a little bit of nostalgia. Republic Commando is a great game to do that. But now that we are in Bad Batch Season 2, a show that is completely about clone troopers' story after the events of the Clone Wars and the reforming of the Republic into the Empire, there is a beat that is missing. Also, heavy spoilers for Republic Commando. If you have not played the game and you plan on doing so, don't watch this video, come back later, because I'm getting straight into it. In the game Republic Commando, the final mission is the first attack on Kashyyyk, which we see is still carried on through all the way to episode 3, where Yoda and Commander Gree in the 41st Ranger Platoon, or Battalion, I don't know, it's one of those two. The camo guys, they look freaking dope. You know what I'm talking about. The original intent of that mission was the Republic sending Delta Squad to go and eliminate General Grievous. Of course, it was a failed mission because big boy General Clanker is still alive in episode 3. But while on that mission, one of the 4 commandos, Sev, is left behind. He gets bombarded, ambushed by a bunch of CIS reinforcements, and in the midst of all of that, the Republic is doing some sort of bombing run, and they have to pull their troops out immediately. Now, of course, the Delta Squad is resistant to leaving a brother behind, but they have to in order to save their own lives, with the chance of maybe going back and finding him later down the line. And to this day, we do not know if Sev is alive, and I want to know what happened. So as we saw in Bad Batch Season 1, some of the Republic Commandos are still alive. We saw Scorch in Season 1 with the episodes where Gregor is being pulled out of that prison on Tantus by Rex in the Bad Batch. Great episode, by the way. But there has been zero confirmation on whether Sev survived or not. Me personally, I would love to see the Delta Squad involved in Rex's clone conspiracy against the Empire, the whole clone rebellion thing that we've been getting for the past couple episodes. Now, at this point in time, we are only about halfway through Bad Batch Season 2, so there's plenty of room for this stuff to happen, but this is just a little fan theory of mine that I would love to see come to fruition. Now, I have seen some rebuttals to this argument in saying that, well, the Delta Squad turned up in that one episode of the Clone Wars where Savage goes savage and he kills those 2 Jedi. Yeah, no, that happens before that, because I'm about to get super nerdy on you guys and it's gonna blow your minds. The only clone troopers that we see in that episode are ARF troopers, which are primarily used in the Phase 1 version or saga of the Clone Wars. And also, the Clone Wars is known for having multiple episodes out of place in the timeline. It just covers random stories. Here you go, here's some Star Wars to fill that void and anxiety of dying alone. So before you basement-dwelling dorks come after me saying that Sev is still alive because we saw him in the Clone Wars, you're wrong, because it happened before the game came out. Don't come at me, I know what I'm talking about. I just got really aggressive for no reason. So guys, that is my personal little fan theory about how they could salvage the Republic Commando story and bring it into Disney Star Wars canon. I would love to see it. I need to know what happened to our red boy Sev. I want to know. Thank you so much for watching this video and putting up with my nerdy rambling. I hope to see you on the next one, and as always, may the Force be with you.